All right, take two, because I just recorded this for 7+ minutes and discovered that I was recording the wrong screen. All right, looking at the Bitcoin 4 hour, and let's do it in less time this time. So let's recap. We had this big push upwards, making new all-time highs, followed by a quick reversal back down below the leg up. All right, in along the journey down, we created this SIBI here, which has proven to be resistance on this occasion. Um, and we haven't really come up into it yet after that. Now, we came down, came back up, started like chopping here. We started to see seek and destroy. We were engineering liquidity on the low side. Then we came down, took out that sell side, then came up, took out buy side, came down, took out sell side, went back up, took out buy side. And then the question is, are we going to keep going higher, or are we going to go lower? Now, um, for throughout all this period, I was expecting that we're going to go lower because we still had sell side here, which did not come all the way down to sell side here. That means we have these relatively equal lows with lots of sell side liquidity building up, combined with the BISI below here, which means that there's lack of fair value. Price has been offered mostly on the bullish pricing, not giving people a chance to buy to sell as much. So it doesn't mean we have to come all the way down into both of these, but there's we usually will at least come into the upper BISI. That depends on overall momentum. Anyway, so we finally did come all the way down a couple days ago, last Thursday, so it's about a week ago. Taking all this out, and then we quickly started moving back up. And I thought that there's a really good likelihood that now this moved back up, and now we're going to see some bullish candles taking us into new all-time highs. Why? Because we have buy side up here, and so on. Yes, we have this as resistance. The SIBI might serve to be resistance, but once we have a clear change in the state of delivery from bearishness to bullishness on the 4 hour time frame, because overall we're in bullishness, but in the higher time frames. But here we switched to bearishness, which we basically chopped sideways, but with a bearish bias. We've been kind of having lower highs all along the way and lower lows. So now we want to see a change in state delivery towards bullishness, which we got that when we closed above this leg lower. Um, so I expected that we were going to retrace back down to the relatively equal lows over here. As you may recall, I was saying that we're going to go take out, close above this leg. I did point to these relatively equal lows and say there's a good chance that we go below there before we make these highs over here, or we'll make the high and then come back afterwards. And that's what we did. I had no way of knowing what was going to be first, right? It was a little hard to tell because it just wasn't so clear. So we made the highs, then we came back and took it, and we had these three rejection wicks over here into this order block. That's these two down close candles inside this bullish range here. So we came into this order block, respecting the bullish order block, and I'm thinking, okay, well, that looks pretty bullish, especially with this candle closing above the BISI here that had inverted negatively and so on. So I thought that maybe now we're going to have a big move, take out all of the buy side liquidity and keep going. However, we then came back down here. Now I did not, I knew it was possible, but I hadn't thought it was necessarily likely. But I'm learning from this also that we have the dealing range here, and we had not come down into discount at all. We don't have to come to discount always, but if we come down into discount, that means the lower half, um, at least a little bit, and reject from it, that is a strong bullish sign. Now, notice this leg up after taking liquidity away, sell side over here, we had no BISIs on the leg up. Over here, we do have some BISIs on the leg up this time. We do not yet have any on this leg up. Are we going to go up now and take out all this low resistance liquidity and see some big, strong green candles making new highs? Or are we going to come back down once more, maybe into this bullish order block and before going higher? And I don't know the answer. Of course, it's still possible we even go below here. I don't think it's very likely. Not where I would, I don't think the probabilities point to that as the chart is now. So I don't know if we might come back down one more time before going higher. It's possible. Clearly, price is not in a rush to get anywhere, so we're waiting for some excuse to push higher. The excuse is going to come, and as soon as it does come, all of this is going to be taken out in a small number of large green candles. It'll be kind of the converse of this, inverse, converse, whatever, the opposite of just like we see these strong bearish candles. We're going to see some very big bullish candles like we saw down here. Um, is this going to be the final? I don't know. We've got 3 more hours left to the current 4 hour candle. Um, but, I mean, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for signs that probably on the 1 hour where you start to see it first, that we're gonna push higher. Can I be sure we're not coming lower? Well, I didn't think that we were going to come below here, but we did. So that's what I'm seeing now. Hope it was helpful.